We are beginning the Emerald Veil, that was Veiled Veil, it would seem. Or the second part of the event, to be precise. Just a little bit, yep. The first part of the event was about finding Eleven. It was allowing her to return part of her voice to her. And we were here, if I'm not mistaken. No, we were somewhere here, somewhere else, like a small off the path shop. This is like the slowed down, more ethereal version of the song before. The world kind of came more to light, though it's more yellow. Let's see, otherworldly voices. Any? Yes, it's chameleon. Yeah, it's chameleon. Use the phone booth to survive the collapse of the first world. Yeah. The sound of the radio echoes through the streets, blasting out from the TVs and in the shop's windows, the cars parked around by the road and the open windows of the nearby houses. The small voices come together, letting you hear it clearly as you walk down the street. Hey everyone, welcome. It's call at 3 AM. The most loving radio show is by your side. Tell me about the troubles and worries in your life. I'm all ears. As usual, we'll first take a call from a listener. Let's hear what kind of voice will be joining us today. Hello? Hi there. I'm a real estate salesperson. Huh? Upon hearing the familiar voice, you can't help but stop in your tracks and turn towards the source of the sound. I called because I can't take it anymore. A 4-year-old daughter, my wife, died during childbirth. This past few years, my daughter has been my only motivation to live. But my daughter has always been in poor health. Because of the medical fees, we've always been struggling. I'm the sole breadwinner of the family, and I've been working hard, but I feel more and more tired. Every day when I wake my calls, I either get yelled at or made fun of. I'm lucky if they just hang up directly. Whenever a good call gets through now, I feel afraid. I know I've had similar experiences, so can you understand how I feel? Remembering how the phone man who chased you for 3 blocks had been staring at that photo in the hand in the night, the complex emotions in your heart eventually settle into a sigh. Of course, I can fully understand that you, as the sole breadwinner of the family, must be under a lot of pressure. But I also hope you understand that this is just what the work is like. A good worker shouldn't complain. If you're unhappy, you should work harder to change your circumstances. Huh? This is the job and the career path you chose, isn't it? So it is your duty to take on the impact it brings. What's the use of complaining and being all emotional? It's just useless whining that ruins everyone's mood. Our society needs perfect products and workers who provide value, not failed fools like you. I hope you can set a good example for your daughter by fixing your mood quickly. I am a failed? Yes, if we can change and mature quickly and take on the responsibility you have in society. Well, time's up. Let's take our next call. As a new call comes in, 11 types in a line on the comms device, a worried look on her face. I don't think she helped that man by saying that. It's only going to make him more desperate. He just needed a little encouragement. He hasn't given up on life or work. He's just tired. Let's go. We need to find her before she affects more people. Jesus Christ, you're kind of a bitch. You're kind of a bitch, huh? Chief learned from the radio program that the agent is single-handedly raising a daughter while also dealing with a ton of work pressure. The mysterious voice lurking in the shadows is trying to break him down for this. Use the phone, Billboard Girl. Despite the collapse of the previous world, Fifth Avenue hasn't returned to normal. Instead, the surroundings have become even more depressing and troubling. Welcome. We meet again. Since you've come here, it means you found the voice that the lady from the radio station is looking for. The girl at the billboard notices you in the phone booth and leads over to look at you kindly. Ask about this world. This world? I really like this world. Everyone can find their own place. And have become more free. Look. The giant girl leans out of the billboard, plants a kiss in the phone booth, and then goes back inside giggling. You realize this surreal scene reflects the deepening influence of the mania. Interesting. Yeah, the mania is slowly eroding this place even further. Night 2, Emerald World. After being conscious for a long time, you wake up in a phone booth. Pushing the new door open, you find yourself in a whole new mania world. When you open your eyes drowsily, you find yourself sitting in the phone booth. Outside are familiar street, familiar crowd, and familiar darkness. And the familiar mania. As you think, you find the notebook and fountain pen you carry with you have been taken out of your pocket and placed next to you. It's also at this time that you realize that Nino is gone. You open the notebook to the page holding the fountain pen. There's a small paragraph written crookedly on it, but the signature at the bottom is mature and fluid. Nino-sama. How long did you practice that? When you wake up and find that I'm gone, don't worry, I'm doing fine. I'm doing great. I've already checked for you. This world is much safer than the last one. The weird guys here won't try to transform you into them. But I suddenly thought of something I must deal with, so I gotta go now. Don't worry, I'll make sure to be careful. You see, I was the one who saved you in the last world, right? I'm sure you can solve the problem and find the voice this world really needs. When you finish reading the note, 11 beside you also wakes up. She stares blankly at the identical world in front of her, eyes full of surprise. You show her the note and reassure her. Nino is a bright girl, and just like she said, it was her who saved you in the first place. You push the door open and walk out of the phone booth with 11, entering the city that is both familiar and strange to you. You look back at the phone booth, which stands there alone, waiting for people to go in and out or pass by it. I get a strange feeling about this world. It makes me want to escape immediately, but my feet feel stuck. Even though it looks so much more peaceful and quiet than the last world. I went typed the lines on the communication device and showed them to you. Your feeling is the same as hers. Everything here is just like the last world you've left behind, but somehow everything from you feels more unpleasant. On a nighttime street, the strange people with alien hands don't instantly pounce at you, wanting to transform you like in the last world. They lurk in sparse group, all hunching as if crushed by something. They look so haggard. Their expression is blank, but you can tell they're about to snap. It's as if their souls have been drained. The walking speed and the way they get on the bus are almost identical, as if they're all puppets worn out from being fiddled with for too long. It feels somewhat familiar. You think of the meeting this morning. The whole conference room was gloomy, not particularly different from the scene in front of you in your eyes, right? You shake the head and throw the work-related anxiety out of your mind. You mull over the hint of ghost lady gave you in the phone booth. What kind of voice does this world need? Based on the experience in the last world, 11 hid in the record store because she couldn't find the key to crack it. When you arrived, she remembered the voice she'd lost. So, what should she think this time? Do you have any ideas, 11? About this world, about what you want to say? 11 shakes her head and looks towards the building not far away. After staring at it for a while, she lowers her head to type for you. I don't have any clues, but I feel there must be something here. 11 opens her mouth. The slight strain of veins on her neck shows that she's trying hard to speak. Unfortunately, she still can't say anything except words of refusal. Because over there, 11 points to the building she's been staring at. That's the TV station where I work. I heard the poem in the phone booth. I once recited it in my show. Perhaps her hint might be related to this? You look at her up and see that under the night sky past midnight, several floors of the building are still lit, and some windows are flickering with lights. Still working at this ungodly hour. They're insane. Insanely professional, I mean. But what they said makes sense. She seems to have been delivering clues in each call, and since this has appeared in your show, we should go check it out. Interesting. After waking up from the collapse of the first Mania world, the chief is still trapped in the Mania world. This world is even more gloomy and depressing. Lovely. Fanatic fan. Okay, so this is the new guy. This is the new person. Although it's late at night, a certain roadside office is still brightly lit. A few fellows with weird heads are busy at work here. You're curious about what these strange fellows are doing, so you quietly approach them to get some clues. Can't hold back. Don't leave work yet. Redo this proposal. Before you can get close, you hear the sound of a file hitting the desk heavily. Ugh, why? What I want is cool and thoughtful proposal that could grab the customer's attention at first glance. Look at what you gave me. Suboptimal health hazards. Health and wellness for youth. This kind of proposal has no novelty or creativity. Redo it and bring it to my office once before you leave. Made this ad for food baths according to the criteria given by you and the client. If I must redo it, what should I change? What the hell are you for? If I have to think of proposals for you, why do I need you? Can I give you it tomorrow evening? I have to attend, Sama's fan meeting. I want it tomorrow morning. I want it tonight before you leave. But Sama's fan meeting. If I go now, If I don't go now, it'll be too late. I have to get off work and I leave now. I spotted Nino-sama before work. I can definitely get a front spot today. Haven't you heard of overtime? Young people shouldn't be distracted by irrelevant nonsense. Look at you. How can you work properly with this pile of rubbish on your desk every day? Clear out all these things by tomorrow, or I'll have the cleaning staff throw them out in the trash. No, don't you dare. These are all gifts from Nino-sama. Don't touch them. They're a manifestation of my love. Who's the boss? You're me. If I say no, then it's a no. Are personal hobbies more important than the company's profits? Also, I want a new proposal on my desk in half an hour. I'll come check it tomorrow morning. The boss walks away with his hands behind his back, leaving the young employee to slave away overtime. Bang. You're startled by the noise from the office. The young man angrily kicks over the trash can by his feet. Work my ass! If I don't have to save up for Nino-sama's fan meeting, there's no fucking way I'd work this lousy company and take this kind of abuse. How relatable. Well, we working people all have it tough. As you're sighing, a sudden surge of mania devours the employee. A sickening gooey sound echoes through the air, as if a monster is something and spat it out again. Work, no hobbies. I need to work. I'm a perfect product. Yikes. A frantic fan who's been assimilated by this world and whose head has turned into a computer screen seems to be a die-hard fan of Nino. You didn't encounter him in the first world. Forced to work overtime, the poor guy missed the chance to attend Nino's meet and greet. Regarding this, you feel particularly sympathetic towards him. Yeah. Handheld game console. Is not the time to play games. You still subconsciously take out the game console from your pocket. Yeah, let's put save game, loading, let's wait. Silence! Silence! The evidence is conclusive. The victim died in a car accident caused by manual brake failure. Does this event have any evidence to prove the defendant's innocence? Of course. Please look at this autopsy report. It clearly states that the victim died of severe physical injuries caused by a car accident. The victim did not die from car accident, but from the physical injuries caused by the car accident. There are two completely different concepts. Do you understand? Defense is overruled. I hereby pronounce the defendant guilty. Game over. Feek. I happened to accidentally reset the entire thing, so I quickly basically had to redo the whole thing. Well, not redo, but I've already done most of the things. But yeah, I had to quickly get back to the point. The previous recording was a bit of a mess today. So overall, I'll just have to fuse it into this one. Whatever. Shh. It's cool. It's all cool. Don't worry about it. Anyway, let's just redo this handheld console thing. Play Court of Objections. Objection! I already read this. Sure, car key. Of course, please take a look at this car key. Isn't this the victim's car key? Is there anything special about it? Of course, Your Honor. If you remember, the Public Safety Bureau did not find any car keys at the scene of the incident. Then this key... Exactly. I found it in the plaintiff's house. Why would the victim's car key be in the plaintiff's house? Silence. Silence. Now I declare a recess. Seems like the defense has been temporarily successful. Okay. Distorted imagery. Yeah. This is the Nox. She has such a striking look to her, Nox, that I don't think you can, like, mistake her for anything else. Literally, girl. You used the phone booth to survive the collapse, yeah. You bump into Yelena on the streets again. She seems to be discussing something with her classmate, who is holding the bestseller that she had criticized last time. This won't lend to a quarrel, will it? Hey, this book is selling like hotcakes. I see on social media that it's recommended by the famous East Side politician as a must-read for students. The book contains lots of knowledge. If you read it carefully, it will resonate with your soul. Really? I haven't read it yet. I just heard many people say it's interesting. As you read this book, you'll experience the vivid world described in the text and feel the author's vibrant heart through his words. You're a bit shocked. The argument you were worried about didn't unfold. Instead, Yelena's typewriter is continuously churning out words of lavish praise. This little novel critic is now behaving the exact opposite as last time. To be honest, I feel like she was more real last time. Now she's a bit frightening. But looking around, everyone in this world is almost exactly like Yelena. Yeah. Yeah, no vitality at all. Damn. Sonic Boom. Let's try. Yeah, you first. That's one. Now you. Maybe. Ah, yeah, okay. Damn. Nope. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. No, we got it. Took me a second of realization. Stray Cat and Dog. Oh, these guys are back. Interesting. Is it Puppy and Kitty duo you saved before, walking side by side along the road, meowing and barking as they hum a song? Meow meow. Isn't the human who helped us before? Hello. Why you're here, arf arf? The two little critters come over and sit right in front of you, as if they like you very much. How have you been lately? Arf arf. We almost became signed artists recently. Meow meow. Yeah, the lady on the radio said she wanted to sign a contract with us and promote our albums to the world. But if we signed, our voices would belong to her. We would only be able to make the type of music she wants. Arf arf. What did you decide on? Meow meow. The cool punk duo would sell out our voices so easily. After discussing it, we think that's better to sing that songs that we like. Arf arf. Meow meow. Be careful, human. I always get the feeling that the lady on the radio is planning something. Actually, I want you to be our manager. Are you really not going to consider it? Arf arf. Meow meow. Our phone number is 9194. Call us when you've made up your mind. You pat their heads, the kitty rubs against your legs, and the puppy sniffs your shows. Then the two little critters slowly scuttle away. This is too real. What really separates passion? What really separates passion from? It's September 98th. I assume is Nightfall 113, maybe either 992 or 113. So it's September 28th. So I guess it's happening surprisingly. It might be happening after chapter 13 then. Weird. But that's surprising, I guess. It's not really surprising. He is in his side, so I guess it could be happening after chapter 13. But yeah, it's really hard to think about what are you willing to sacrifice in order to be successful? Are you really willing to sacrifice your entire individuality? Everything you were, everything that makes it successful, anything that makes it worth it for you, everything that you started for it, towards it for, like, how far can you go before you really lose touch of what started you to begin with, huh? Same here, they refuse to, but they probably won't be as popular because they refuse to sell out. It's interesting.